Ding ding, step in the ring, I'll swing. Left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting, no about ping. We bring when right, some body shot sling. Ding ding, step in the ring, I'll swing. Left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting, no about ping. We bring when right, some body shot sling.
Hello, fight fans. I'm Todd Grisham. And here he is in the flesh, Terrence "Bud" Crawford, the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. He also can crack at welterweight, one of the best to ever do it. Saul Canelo Alvarez, a four-division multi-time world champion, quite simply one of the greatest of all time.
I'm so excited for this fight.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Omaha, Nebraska, here is the acclaimed 3-division world champion and 2-division undisputed champion of the world, Terrence "Bud" Crawford. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
This is one of those arenas where you have to fight or you're going to be found wanting.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. Here we go for round 1. They exchange punches. You believe what we are seeing. Swing and a miss with the jab. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Straight right just misses. Not a lot of punch out, but thought there might be more action here. That counter punch caught him clean. knockout. Has to be careful for that. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Pretty dumb. And there's the bell for round 2. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
Defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
How about that time counter shot? Good counter punching. This counter fighter believes in me. Anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
A perfect counter shot. Good counter punch. Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. And apparently no ref, and he is forcing him to take a knee.
It's really dented the ego. You don't want your opponent to see you do that.
7, 8. Very close. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, there's the bell to start round 3. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter punch. That hook won't score. Nice counter shot. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
To be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He threw the hook, didn't land. Got out of the way of that right hook. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. And he scores with the counter. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talking about Crawford in that last round. After what we saw in that last... Back at it in round 4. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
drop their guard, they get caught. Nice counter shot. Well done with that counter shot. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Catch and shoot. The straight right just misses. Nice counter. There's a counter shot. The straight right just misses. Does not score. That counter shot lands. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Crawford in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. Back into the fray here in round 5. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go, and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Punch, counter punch. Missing with the left hook. He threw a punch and just got countered. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Looking to land the hook. Seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Crawford in that last round. Talk about a... Here's the bell to start round 6. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Those counter punches have to hurt. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. The straight right just misses. Beautiful counter shot. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
perfect counter lands. Nice counter punch. The straight right just misses. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that. Here comes round 7. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
A perfect counter lands. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you're in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Nice counter. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last. There's the bell to start round 8. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. And he fails to score with that left hook. Catch and shoot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
A perfect counter lands. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamourweight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. Do you know the amazing fights at a middleweight are ridiculous? That is what writes our history books.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. jeopardy here. No surprise there, a unanimous decision.
Unanimous? You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.